Hello everybody, my name is Jordan Condon. I'm the project coordinator for the Central Queens branch of the PEI Wildlife Federation, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about woody debris management on our island rivers. So our island rivers have erodible tendencies due to the sandstone, so this forms the basis of a lot of our challenges and opportunities. Our streams form from hillside springs and flow all the way down to our productive estuary environment. And we have watershed organizations that cover the majority of our island systems on PEI, though a lot of the watershed groups have different objectives and mandates. One common thing across all our rivers is that woody debris is a critical factor for our habitat. So what is woody debris? Woody debris is either sticks, logs, or full trees. So it has a lot of benefits. It starts with providing habitat for macroinvertebrates, which is the food source for a lot of our salmonids. It's ideal cover for our young trout or adult salmon. It helps scour holding pools, and it affects our sediment regime as well.
Whatever term you use to describe woody material, it shouldn't be used or thought about in a negative way, as it's very beneficial to our stream environment. Before proceeding with your woody material management, you must consider certain factors in order to justify your actions. This includes identifying your sediment regime and your dominant substrate. Now, this will influence the amount of volume of wood you remove or retain at each site. Sites with more silt may require more wood removed, as you want to increase flow velocities to help flush away the undesired silt and sand. Versus a site with lots of cobble and gravel, you may allow more wood to be retained. The stage you're at in your restoration process plays an important role, as decisions in your first year versus your 8th year will vary greatly. Having your project goals identified is important before starting any restoration work, as you should be able to justify your actions by aligning them with said goals. And as always, you must follow safety guidelines, use the correct safety equipment, and conduct your work under appropriate permits. The following will discuss work on the West River, and information must be applied carefully, as what works in the West River does not apply to every river on PEI. Each river will have its own prescription and should be discussed with local experts.
So today we're in Brookvale on the West River. This section was impacted by Hurricane Fiona in September 2022, a year ago today pretty well. And so yeah, as you can see behind me, there's a lot of fallen trees. They're not quite in the stream bed yet, but they're overhanging. So the goal for today is to tidy the stream up, try to leave as much wood in as we can, because this section of river in particular is in the latter phases of the restoration process. So we started it in 2010, so we've done annual maintenance on it every year, have things coming along pretty good. So this will have different management implications than a section on your first pass or your stage 1 of the restoration process. So yeah, we can get started.
Cut that in.
Yeah. The wood that arrives in the river is directly affected by what species you have in your riparian area. So whether you have an alder thicket, mature hardwood stand, or mainly spruce, these are all factors that will influence your woody debris regime and also your management considerations.
So no matter what section you're working on, there needs to be a balance, and using the term stream clearing isn't the best, as you don't want to encourage clearing all the woody material. Using the term woody debris may also suggest debris is a waste and should be removed, which is not the case. Woody material, or large wood, are more suitable terms to use. So as you're removing the woody material, it's important to take it out of the stream and stack it 10 to 15 feet back from the high water mark, just to avoid it from re-entering the stream during a high water event.
It can be pretty suggestive. If you had 5 different individuals or 5 different crews go through the same section of river, everybody's going to do it a little bit different. Like for instance, as I was limbing the overhanging logs, this birch fell into the water, and I'm probably going to leave it because it made really nice cover. It fell right into a nice pool. There's no major limbs on it, so it shouldn't accumulate sediment. Where hardwoods, when they fall in the river, normally they're not too problematic, so we're going to leave this birch tree in. So some things you should consider is what stage you're at in your restoration process, whether it's your first year or your 10th year. What species are present in your section of river? Do you have Atlantic salmon? Do you have a lot of rainbow trout or brook trout? What critical habitat features do you have in your section of river? Is this section used by salmon to spawn, or is it a critical habitat for brook trout to spawn? Do you find there's a lot of young of the year? So those are all factors that should be considered. Woody debris affects all those habitat features. And what limiting factors do you have in your section of river? Is this just a monotone section of river? Are you lacking cover? Are you lacking holding pools? Because you can use woody debris to your advantage for all those aspects to help you improve the habitat.
So remember to use this information carefully, as your own river will react differently and may require different management implications. The main goal of this video is to display different management considerations, the benefit of woody material in our rivers, and to see the woody material in our streams as a positive component when managed correctly.